Hello, good people. This is Jason Irvin, aka the Janitor, here bringing you another episode of Wash, Rinse, Repeat. I know, I've been gone for a little while, but being away has only given me time to think of better ways to bring more quality content to you and to the channel. With that being said, one of the first questions I'm always asked is, how do I get started? Where do I get started? We want to address that in this video today. So without further ado, let's cue the intro and get right to the keyboard. Getting this started will not take too much setup time at all. In the first few videos last year, we spoke about setting up an attack box, and we really didn't get too much further than that. But it's 2019, and it's time to put that attack box to work. The website we'll be using is the www.overthewire.org, and once you're here, you'll find that the site takes you from no to pro really quick, in no time. And I plan on breaking this series into quick digestible sessions of about 5 exercises per video. So let's start with the Bandit series and get things going. Level 0 is simply introducing us to SSH, or Secure Shell. So SSH allows us to remotely and securely connect to another system that is listening for a connection, and that's usually on port 22. Here, however, Over the Wire has their SSH connection listening on port 2220. The syntax to connect to any SSH server is usually just the username, which in this case is Bandit0, and we're going to use this domain name provided, and the password that they've given us to start with is Bandit0. That was too easy. We're on the box. Now let's move on and see what they're saying, how to progress from level 0 to 1. Reading here, we see that there's supposed to be a file called readme located in the home directory. One of the things that I like about Over the Wire is if you look here at the bottom of the page, it gives you commands that may be helpful to solving the levels. I plan on doing a deeper dive into these various commands and how to use them later. But for right now, your assignment is to look up some of these commands either via Google or just the man pages that are on the operating system and try to figure out what they do and how you can use them better. One of the more basic commands that we use in Linux is the ls command. The ls command just lets us know what files are available in the directory. Look, hey, it's easy enough. We typed ls and now we can see that there's a readme file here. To view the contents of this file, we can utilize the concatenate command or simply type cat readme, which is the file. So we're going to type cat readme, and boom, here's our password. Let's go ahead and save that off and put it into our notes so we can move on to the next level. Level 1 to 2 states that the next key is found in a file that is simply a dash. Let's log into the server again. We've already exited out. We're going to log back into it, changing the Bandit0 to just a Bandit1. And using the password we just got from that README file, you can just copy and paste it and put it right there, and it'll work out for us. Let's wash, rinse, repeat. In the last exercise, what do? We typed ls. Well, let's do it again in this directory to see what we can find. And we just type the ls here, and we can see that the dash file does exist. But let's add something to the command. Let's add a -al to the ls command to get a better picture of what files are actually in this folder. There's some files that have dots in front of them. Those files are hidden. So if you see a file name with a dot in front of it, it's hidden. You won't be able to see that file unless you do a ls-al. Now we have a file that somebody named dash. It's a terrible file name, but they named it that. In order to see that, should we be able to do like we did on the last exercise and type cat and the dash symbol? Let's try it out. Nope, that's not working. So in order to break out of this, it looks like it's kind of stuck in this environment. Doesn't look like you're able to do anything else. Let's hold down the control key and press the letter C at the same time. This breaks us out of the system's confusion. The way that we actually can read this file is by telling the system that there's a file in this folder called dash. So let's use the cat command again, and this time after cat we're going to hit // saying that this is the directory we want to work in, and then type the dash symbol. And boom, there's that key that we were looking for the second one. So again, in order to see a file that has a dash as its name, you need to tell the operating system, the command line, that hey, this file is actually in this directory. It's not, I'm not trying to give you a command after the cat command. So let's go ahead and move a little further down to Bandit levels 2 to 3. And in this level, you can see that it says the password for the next level is stored in the file called spaces in this file name. So what they're saying is there's a file that actually has spaces in the file name. So exit out of that current session and let's get to SSH and N, but change it from Bandit 1 to Bandit 2 now. We're going to use the same password we just got from the dash file from levels 1 to 2. We're on the box that's Bandit 2. Go ahead and do our first command, ls. We see the file that we're looking for is right there. Let's look and see if there's any other files that are in here that are of interest to us with that ls-al command, and you see that there's nothing except for the standard hidden files that we saw before. But let's see if we can see what's going on with this file that we have here, the spaces in this file name file. So we're going to go ahead and cat spaces in this file name, just like it's written out. And if we hit enter with that, we're going to see that the system tried to break each word into a different file. So it was looking for a file named spaces, a file named in, a file named this, and a file named file name. So here's a little quick cheat. If you type cat again, you type spaces and hit the tab button, what you're going to see is it allows for auto completion. Auto completion will fill in the slashes that we need to be able to see the file. And there we go. Copy that and go ahead and put that in our password list. So in the interest of time, our last exercise that we're going to do for today is Bandit levels 3 through 4. 3 through 4 states that the password for the next level was stored in a hidden file in the in here directory. So let's go ahead and SSH into Bandit 3 using the password we got from levels 2 through 3. We're on the box. What's the first thing we do? ls. ls shows us what's in there. We have ls-al shows us that there's nothing special. Let's go into the in here folder and do the same thing, and we'll see that we have a .hidden file that's now there, and if we cat that, boom, there's our password. So let's copy that and paste that on into our notes. Pretty easy. Plus we've been doing it from the start. So that was quick and painless, under 10 minutes, and we did levels 0 through 4 this week, and we will be moving even further with this next week. The basic commands that we went over in this episode, stuff that you can go through and look over again, try to figure out better ways to utilize the commands that were given. Again, this was easy, but this is just the starting point for a lot of people that don't know where to start. Linux commands will be so helpful to you as you progress in your career as a pen tester or just as an admin. These are good skills to have and to know how to manipulate the command line. And that's what we're doing today. And I would like to thank you for sticking with me and coming back this year for 2019 to have us go through these entry-level courses. And we'll get to the meat and potatoes later, but right now let's just get started and let's keep the ball rolling. Once again, I'm Jason Irvin, aka the Janitor, and I would like to thank you for watching this episode of Wash, Rinse, and Repeat. Always remember, stay focused, never quit.